Okay guys, well, I got some updates for you. This is an eating with me video. I already had one cooking with me. I already had one get ready with me, getting dressed, a little bit gay. And this is the eating with me. I think you had a couple before, but I never named it this way, probably. I don't know. Let me turn on some lights here. These retro flashlights. So I'm in this place, which is the place where I isolated myself. And okay, let's this half good, half dark, half clear side of my face. So what I'm gonna talk about, so you stay with me. Let's talk about that ayahuasca experience, guys. And the outcomes of that. And what else? Being here again. Here being in the QLA ranch, where I isolated myself. Okay, the ayahuasca experience. Okay, I have to say, probably I've been preparing myself for going through this type of medicine or whatever they want to name it for a while. So I was there probably 6 hours before everything started, the ceremony and the drinking. So since it was raining, I had to do logistic changes in the last minute, so I had to grab some transportation, then walk a little bit and all that. And I arrived, and this ranch. So I was there, and probably too early if I look in retrospect. And so I was there hanging out with people were arriving, and I tried to exchange with people, but I didn't want to. I don't know if you know what I mean, but I tried to be integrate, as someone mentioned, because I was sitting by myself and trying to, I want to make this over and start this thing, not make friends or anything here of people who require this or think they require this. So I was grateful about those people, don't get me wrong, but you know, I had my doubts about this, especially knowing because Mr. Peña thinks of all this shit. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this later. So I was there, and then more people came. I didn't bring even a yoga mat, so I was like, I'm gonna lie on the floor, but the floor was like rocky with a plastic on top because the cement has not been polished, or it's something in construction. So somebody borrowed a yoga mat, thank God. And well, just waiting to receive people. They were organizing the place, so I had to participate in moving stuff around, and because this was a new place for them, but all good. There was a dog, and at some point there was I would say a cute girl, but then I put on my glasses, and that wasn't that cute. And the girl who also invited me came with her boyfriend, and she changed totally her dress and everything for the ceremony, so she was ready for it. And I had my my wool South American sweatshirt or whatever. It's a heavy thing for the cold with a cap on. And she was to congratulate me on looking like that. So that was from my hippie times, buying those things, which is cool. So I wore that, and there was lots of mosquitoes, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna drink this shit, and the mosquito bites probably are gonna feel like atomic bombs. I was worried about that. But anyway, I didn't know about that. People were telling me, like, don't think about it, or some people were like, oh, do this, do that, or whatever. Well, it all started, the guy came, the ceremony guy, start talking about everything, and make it a chance, and then we start drinking. I'm gonna make it quick, guys. So I drink this thing. I like the taste. I really like the taste. I don't know. I read about people don't like the taste. Whatever. I don't like alcohol, so I don't like the taste of alcohol. And I drink beer, have drink beer, but I don't like hard liquor. This thing had some taste, probably. So I like it. And some people were making noises, and this shit was only bombing noises all fucking night, guys. And I was like, shit. So I was like, okay, this will reach at some point to me, and I don't want it, so let's move on. Work the mind so it doesn't happen. So I just sat down, look at people, whatever. People doing stuff, walking, whatever. And I was gonna sit down in the mat, and there was a fire camp, so I sit down on the fire with people looking at it. So I was there. I had to push my seat back between two girls, the cute French girl, I think, that I thought was cute, and the other girl who was inviting me to this thing. So I pushed my chair back. I didn't talk to them or even acknowledge them. I just put it back because I was with my wool bullshit from South America, and the fucking fire was hot. So I pulled it back and just sat there to wait. And well, I waited too much. I was boring and just listening to puking people all over. There was this guy, fat guy, puking all over. He was with his girlfriend, and he was all dressed up for the ceremony with collars and belts in the hands and in the feet and in the belly. But he was puking all over all night. So he started doing that. Then his girlfriend, and those were the most annoying ones for me, I would guess. I didn't want to even acknowledge them. And at the time they arrived, I didn't even say hi. So they arrived with some situation, some couple situation, so I didn't care about them. So probably the puking was a result of this bullshit. So they were there, and time passed, I don't know, maybe half an hour, 1 hour, probably half an hour. And I start seeing some colors like Pac-Man style worms, but that was really quick, and the puking was coming, so I had to fucking stand up. I thought I was defeated when I stood up, because I was seeing all these people walking and puking, all that shit, so I felt defeated. So I puked all that shit, and okay, let's puke this shit immediately. So I tried my best to do it and vomit. So I had vomited before, so when I felt sick, so I don't like it. So the best thing is try to puke it all. I didn't do it as quick as I wanted, but I did vomit, I think, everything. And by standing up and just ducking myself so everything comes out from the fucking belly. So I was doing that. I was trying to consciously take everything from the stomach out. And I did it pretty quickly, but not as quick as I wanted. I just wanted a couple of sounds, not as many sounds as the other guys. That's the thing. And then I sat down and I didn't feel shit. So I'm like sober, and I was thinking, this shit is getting drunk and waiting for something to puke and seeing some colors. I saw it for a couple of seconds, and I was gonna start imagining stuff, but the puking came. And I would guess, like, if you manage to hold the puking of the shit inside, the colors will have stood there, and then you're like probably dealing with that shit. But then I vomited and didn't feel shit, and I'm looking at these people and I'm like, okay, the guy told us to go for the second shot when he was gonna call, so I'm waiting. I felt for hours, but probably minutes or half an hour or 1 hour. And he called again, and I stood up immediately when he said, who's gonna drink and more? There was no one, like 2 or 3 junkie guys, and probably the fat guy. I don't know. So I went there because I almost stumbled with him, but I don't think he was coming from drinking either way. I was gonna drink, and the guy is like I was willing to drink another one. There was few people, and he started asking questions like, you okay? Yeah, I vomited, so good, blah, blah. And then I'm waiting for my full shot drink, and he's like putting it, and I was like, this guy's gonna treat me hard because I came too willingly to drink this shit. And he was like, oh, no, I'm gonna serve you this. But he served me from the same fucking bottle, so he didn't change anything, but he probably changed the size of the cup. And then he was like asking questions, and you feel okay, blah, blah, yeah. Are you on medication? Yeah, I stopped for this week. And he's like, because I'm looking this guy in the eye to stop his bullshit, because I'm seeing bullshit at this point, everything for me is bullshit. This is bringing people who have troubles and put them in some pain, what we do as QLABOTs, to extract some value from them. But it's from their part that value will be extracted. So he's trying to do it through this medicine. But I'm like, okay, I'm going with this. Give me the fucking thing. And he's asking questions, and I stopped my ADHD adult medication. He's like, oh. So he had served me the fucking bigger cup, a little bigger cup, and then he's taking it back to the fucking bottle. And I'm like, okay, like he was gonna punish me, and he's taking less, whatever. So I thought, like, okay, he's not gonna punish me. He was scared, and I got like second doubts about how long I was gonna last. So I didn't complain, but he put me that fucking doubt about me having medication, which is only from this last month, not so long ago, this fucking ADHD bullshit adult thing. And the medication I just take like every 5 weekdays, and not weekends, but I stop for the whole week for those bullshit ayahuasca thing. And he's like asking me blah, 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 blah. And I'm looking at him like, okay, his eyes like, okay, I believe you, everything. And I also wanted not to feel I'm feeling the bullshit, but like, do your best. My look was, do your best with whatever you need to do, because he thinks to the cup before giving it to you. And I was like there looking at it, like appreciating the job he has learned. I was really doing it and being appreciative of that. And then he gave me the cup, which he took twice the portion out. So I was like half a cup of whatever bullshit. And I drank that thing. I liked the taste. I didn't feel anything. And I went back to the fire, sit down, and dealt with people puking, all that shit. I was like, okay, I'm fucking bored. And what time is it? And how long is this gonna be? So I like, okay, I'm tired of this bullshit. And decided to lie down in the yoga mat. I go there, the fucking dog is on my yoga mat, so I had to put the feet towards the French lady, which I thought was cute. So I thought, okay, I would try to hook up with her or whatever, and later or whatever. I don't know what I was thinking. So I put my feet under her air mattress because it was cold. The fucking mosquitoes are fucking biting me, and the fucking dog is there. And I was consciously doing that to feel a little bit of warmth and probably interact with this girl. But she was on her trip of whatever, and I'll tell you later about it. This is gonna go probably 20 minutes. And this is gonna be only ayahuasca, and later about being here again at the QLA ranch. So I lie down and okay, I'm gonna go through this shit. And I was thinking all the things I'm gonna tell you later about what I think of this and what Mr. Peña thinks of this, probably. And so I was there with my feet outside my yoga mat because the dog was there. It was a cute little dog, so don't worry. And I didn't want to step on it or wake him up or kick him out. And the girl lying beside me, and well, people walking and all that. And I was like, okay, this bullshit is gonna be a fucking night, and I want to sleep now. Because the music is all nice and all that, but when you want to sleep, you want to fucking sleep. So I try to cover my ears, my eyes, everything, and just go to sleep. And I did probably for 4 hours and stay that, and I didn't want to interact with anything. And all the thoughts that I was going on through with this medicine or whatever is what the topic is going to be next. So what are my insights into this ayahuasca thing? Guys, dishonest people go to these things. Totally dishonest people. So you want to put all the weight of your troubles that you don't want to face to a fucking external factor. This fucking water, this fucking juice, this fucking medicine, however you want to call it. You want to put it to that fucking alcohol feeling that you need to puke. You want to put that weight of your dishonesty onto that. And then that's what I figured, like, I'm fucking being dishonest. I didn't want to be there. I tried to scare the guy, the shaman guy, about I do really ugly stuff to extract value from the universe. You remember from the last video? So I thought it was gonna be like, this guy is evil, so he shouldn't be doing this. But well, they called me and I went there. And I didn't want to go there. I want the validation that I didn't want to be there. But it's all business, guys. And it's a service. He offers it and I ask for it. He won't deny it. And I was dishonest being there. I didn't want to feel I needed this shit. So this makes sense for what London Real, Mr. Peña talked, like, you don't need the shit. Weak people need it. So the key things, key factors here, because this is a long video now, it's going to 19 minutes. The key things here is work on your breathing, and you know I've been doing that. I've been doing the breath hold exercises. I got a free extra thing last night in which you inhale tobacco on each of your nose orifice, and they didn't put much to me, but I told the girl that I was doing this 4-minute breath holds, and I once did it for a whole week every day, at least the trying part. And she was like, oh, that's going to serve you for this beverage process, this medicine thing, and this tobacco prepares you for that, so your nose is liberated, so you can breathe and feel safer. So breathing, guys, do that. 4-minute breath holds, go for it. You can do it. I did it. And you can start cheating by grabbing some extra air before. the last round of 4 minutes, and then go diminishing the amount of air you keep on the exhale, on the last exhale. So that's my quick tip, parenthesis. So breathing is important. You don't need this bullshit external factor to make you think what you need. You are being dishonest, and you know why you are being dishonest. You want to be liked. You don't want to be egotistical. You don't want to be selfish, and that's your problem. The problem is that you don't put boundaries, and that's why you don't feel your self-worth, because you don't love yourself. So all these people, including me, were there because we were not loving ourselves. So I was there probably just to meet this girl who invited me, and probably to figure this fucking bullshit out. And also going through the process of my living conditions with the family house and all that shit. So it all made it happen. But this is my recollection of everything. You are putting excuses on external factors, and you need to be honest with yourself, and not about something you need to hold on and not puke to find the strength to deal with it with watching colors in your mind. So that's my recollection of the ayahuasca experience. I did appreciate all the work of the people doing these ceremonies, and people need this. People are looking for solutions, and if I can, with this video, help anyone save some money to buy better food for 1 month and prepare for breathing exercises. Probably the jump into cold thing is also nice. I never tried that shit. Those things put you to breathe and clarify your mind, but you need to be honest with yourself, and the QLA methodology is the one that will reward you with a lot of wealth really fast. So fast wealth, and keep pushing, guys.